Every person that beats me in 1v1 will get 1000 SLP. All you have to do is just win a match versus me in Axie Infinity Origin. So what I did was select 5 challenges from a giveaway on my Discord. And without further ado, let's jump into game number 1. Alright, the first game that we're gonna play in this challenge is versus Mio2X, he's currently in the top 50 as far as I'm aware on the leaderboard for Origin. The team that he's running is a triple gloomy dice, of course, why wouldn't you, with triple tiny turtle, triple telescope, triple green thorns, double tiny dinos. I'm not expecting a win here, honestly. I'm not expecting a win. I mean, look at that, tiny turtle, here we are. Green thorns, just to make it a little bit better for us. And now whenever I play a defensive card, I'm gonna get hexed to absolute death. So we'll start the game off with a Gil. I'll go for an exchange on these 2 cards. Hopefully I get something going here. And I get absolutely crapped on. Robin. Not sure whether it's worth playing the Robin, because I'm gonna get 3 confused in my pile. Playing the Soul Star also doesn't really make sense. I'll just skip here. And I'll attack him in 2 turns when I don't have 9 fears on my team. That definitely makes sense. 3 burns put into my pile. He's probably going to Kestrel, then Tiny Turtle, some of my other Axies. Tiny Dinos dealing quite a lot of damage. We'll see whether we can go for a kill here. Probably not. I can go for the Nemos, but what good does that do? It's probably better to attack next round, unless I really want to go for 1 attack here. I'll go for 1. And it's obviously on this tragic, that's tragic. I'm gonna try and get rid of that Lamina around there as well, so I don't really have bad cards on me. Another Goldfish, terrible, but next round I should be getting some... Actually, let's think about this. Oh, I shouldn't have played that. Getting those 3 confused is actually pretty bad in my team right now, because I need to have enough damage to try and finish this one off. If he doesn't play any shield, I can potentially go for a Koi. That's no longer a possibility because I get stunned. The bubbles are kind of helping. I guess I'm gonna go for a Catfish and call it a day. I really want to save that Soul Star. I mean, that Koi would have been key here. It's a kill. Koi and a Soul Star would have been a kill. And the next round, I'm gonna be sitting on Fears, so I'm gonna get Sponge and a Bubble Maker. That should be okay. We'll see how that goes, but we are already on 15 poison stacks. The Sponges, he already banished the Telescope. Yeah, look at that. Tiny Turtle, my whole team. How tragic is this? Like, holy crap, man. This team needs to go. Like, this team needs to go. 17 poison stacks, right? And all I can really do is just play this and this. Not really much else that I can do. Just so that I get... I don't know. I'm really not sure what I'm even doing here. Gloomy Dice, yeah, 18 poison stacks, 21 poison stacks on both of my Axies. I mean, this goes to show how tragic this team is. He's been playing Tiny Turtle for the last 3 rounds without even thinking about it, really. So, yeah, if I had the Soul Star available to me, that would have helped, but not really the case, is it? But I'm going to be able to play the Soul Star next turn. Unfortunately, that's going to give me 3 confused. It's not working out too great so far. 26 poison stacks. And because I have so many damage cards, I'm not sure how I'm not able to grab a kill here. Again, double Tiny Turtle, just like this. How? How? You just played the double Tiny Turtle. Like, how are you still able to do anything of value when it comes to... the Tiny Turtles? Like, how are you drawing 2 Tiny Turtles every single turn? That's what I'm confused about here. No, I'm really confused. Now, this is probably not winnable, right? But I guess this is the way that Origin works out right now, so that's why I don't really play it. Because this sucks. I mean, there's a Kestrel on my front lane, there's a stun on my mid lane, and it just dies, and I'm sitting here with one card that I can really play, and the rest is a burn, triple confused, a fallen axe that I can't even play because why would you be able to? And then I got 2 offensive cards right when I draw these confused cards next time, right? So tragic game. I mean, 3 gloomy dice, you can actually kiss my ass with this build. Like, how is this still in the game? Like, how is the Origin team looking at this and thinking this is all okay? Just add a solo to the Mystic Runes already. Heart of the Ocean is broken, Gloomy Dice is broken. There's no other way around it. But well done for Mio to coming up with this team. I mean, the tiny dinos are really useful here because you got the retain, so you don't really have to ever play them. I mean, this is how he's drawing tiny turtles, because he's got the tiny dinos. Those are always sitting on retain. So if you got the telescopes with the tiny dinos, you banish 3 cards and you holding on to these 2 cards, so you can just keep scrolling through your tiny turtles and your green thorns. This is not a bad team now. This is not a bad team when you think about it. When you think about the card selection that Mio has went through. So it's not that Tiny Turtle is broken on its own, but in this configuration it's quite powerful. Fortunately, my backlane is going to be dead next turn, and front lane is not going to hold on for too long after that as well. I don't really have any healing cards as well. 90 damage, going down to 81. Yeah, I'm dead. I'm dead as fuck. Maybe if I kill that front lane of his a little bit quicker, 1 round quicker to be exact, it would have helped me, but not to be the case. And all I can really do is just stack confused in my pile. Alright, this is going to be a loss. Well done to Mio, winning 1000 SLP, our first challenger. And let's jump into what the second game can bring us. Alright, so we are jumping into the second game to see what we can make of it. We are playing versus Wien, who's running a triple healing pulse team, and we are also seeing something very unusual, which is a update in Origin. So you are seeing Heart of the Ocean only having 50 HP, so my triple aqua team might not be as good as it used to be. Let's see what I can spot. Any more changes. It looks like Bubble is only blocking 4 damage. Hollow has been nerfed to 60 HP. We have a Mushroom as well. Plenty of weird stuff going on. Let's see whether we can win this game versus Wien and take down our first challenger, our second challenger, but the first one I obviously lost. Now, there's a lot of healing going on. This actually was on 90 HP. Soul Star no longer kills a target instantly below 120 HP, but instead it's below 90 HP. So I will play that versus the Hollow. And then I will go for a clear. Get rid of Sponge, get rid of Robin. Let's try and get a kill here. I think that is the best play. So we can go Clamshell. Get that attack up, and we can go Lamb as well. And we got rid of the first challenger right here. Now, we'll never play another bubble again. I think we are just trying to get through these plants as quick as we can and take the win. I also have an Oranda, which really helps versus leaf teams, because the Oranda does dispel those little leaves right here. And we can see that the charms have changed as well, so we need to make an update video on what the hell has changed in Origin. There was plenty of changes, so that is worth looking at. But it looks like the game is evolving, looks like the game is changing, and the team is working hard to provide us with updates on that. Let's go for the goldfish. Do I want to use both the Nemo and the clear? Is a question that I need to ask myself. I think I can just go for the koi and leave it there. Yeah, I think that's fine. I think that's fine for now. Could go for a clear to get some cards out of the way. He's going for the cucumber slice, and he gets 3 healing boosts. The mushroom always getting that leaf as well, by the way. So that is a lot of healing. That is the mushroom healing, that is the leaf healing, the healing boost, and the triple healing pulse. I mean, this is a lot. This is a lot. I'm not sure how I'm going to crack through this unless I draw an Oranda. Let's see whether we can make this happen. Looks like It's a big fat no from the card draw side of things. But let's get some damage on the board. Play the sponge as well, because why not? And end the turn there. Alright, nothing has really happened in the last couple of rounds other than me getting a bubble bomb and getting rid of those pesky little shrooms that were at the back. I also got an Oranda, which helped me get rid of those healing boosts as well as those leaves. So that mid lane Axie, that mid lane plant should be falling down within the next round. Let's look at the cards that I have. Goldfish, Soul Star, Robin, Bubble Maker might not be enough to take the kill down, especially if he has a Rosebud on him. Cucumber Slice is a decent start. Let's see what else he has. Hotbot, I believe he has leaves attached to that. Then Pure Water, that is a lot of healing going on, but you can see that there is 200 health. Okay, 214 health. Maybe we can crack through that. Let's see what kind of cards we can get. I mean, that is enough healing. Alright, calm down already. We don't even get... Well, I'm gonna play the Bubble Maker right at the back. I do have a retain on my Soul Star, so I don't really need to play it. That's gonna be it for this round. Let's see what else we can make of this. It looks like bubbles don't really block that damage from the Robin anymore, which is unfortunate. I wasn't able to take the kill on that pesky little mid lane plant, but what can you really do? I think I'm just gonna go for as much damage as I can, which should be enough for the kill with the Nemo, and let's see whether his back-lane plant is good enough to take the kill right here versus 3 of my Aquas. I mean, with the bubbles I should be able to take the win on the Bloodmon rounds, because his shrooms will die, but also because I can get to my Oranda, and that Oranda will be able to get rid of those leaves as well as those healing boosts. So I think Oranda, really an underrated card. Maybe playing it on the front lane is not the best of choices, but it is what it is. And let's see what else we can make out of this game. A very long one. They have lengthened the round number, or the round timer, to 60 seconds. I'm not sure what the point was behind that. The games were already very long, and now they just made them much longer. Let's see what we can get. We get triple burns, which are never fun. Quadruple burns, yes, why not? Let's get a bunch of shield on that mid lane so we don't die to these burns. I mean, that is 4 burns. That is unthinkable. My card throw is terrible. And we finally get what we needed, which is the Oranda, right? So we get that Oranda, get rid of those leaves, get rid of those healing ones as well. The bubble will pop the shroom at the back, and with Lamb, with Nemo, I might as well get rid of that clear as well. So we should be able to take the win here. I mean, my opponent's team is okay, but not versus Oranda. Oranda counters those leaves, counters those healing pulses very much. And although the triple aqua got nerfed by the solo rune, by Heart of the Ocean, that is, it still works. It still works. Triple aqua looks like it still works. Calcium armor a little bit less effective as well, because the max HP cards don't really do that much anymore. And now we see the Bloodmon entering, and with those 4 cards I should be able to take the win right here. Now we should go for a Gill, and the Koi will be enough to take that game down. So we'll play the win, but I take my first game and make it 1-1. And the third challenger that we have is Everlay, playing a Dusk front lane, an Anemone mid lane, and an Endless Anger Beast back lane. Now it's all about getting that good round 1 on us. So let's get a Gill. Definitely always happy to do that. Now, do I want to go for Bubble Maker, or do I want to go for Lamb is a question. I think going for damage is going to be the way forward. Down to 164, that Dusk goes. 2 runes, I mean 2 Fury on that beast. He's playing a Gloomy dice, so I might get hexed, I might get feared. We will see how that one goes. Anemone in the face, 42 damage, not a lot, because we do have that bubble. Carrot only dealing 32, again not a lot, but 135 shield on that Dusk will make me think about it twice. I mean, there's respect that has to be there for the braids, which are coming from a big yak Axie club. Now I could banish this one, or I can just get rid of it. I think getting rid of this one and the sponge will be the way to go. Let's see what else we can get. We can get a Nemo and a clam shell on top of it. So why wouldn't you? And I think this game I should be getting a win. Depends on how quickly he can get his fury in check and how much damage he can deal with that fury. Now we can see that there's a hex, there's a double fear, there's a fragile. That's a lot of debuffs coming through from that Gloomy Dice, but Gloomy Dice no longer as strong as it used to be because of the recent nerfs. Now let's see which kind of Axies I'm going forward with right here. I'm gonna go with this, and let's see whether that lamb is also from the mid lane. The lamb is also from the mid lane, so I'm gonna go for it so I don't put any confused cards in my pile. I will also go for the Robin. And that way I don't put any confused cards in my pile. And I'm no longer debuffed on even rounds. So I'm no longer debuffed when he's making a move. Nutcracker coming through, 70 damage. Now with those Nutcrackers, they do stack up. You can see that this one was 79 damage. Revenge on top of it as well. But if I can get some decent cards right here, like the Koi. I mean, I should have went for the Gill first, right? I can go for the Gill with the extra damage. And I probably can go for the Sponge. Get rid of that clear. Do I want to get rid of that clear or might need it later? Actually, I'll keep it. I'll keep it. Now that was 97 shield on that front line. Should be good enough to save us here. But my opponent does enter that Fury stance. That Nutcracker hitting me for 120 and 134 on the second turn. Lamb on top of it as well. 120 HP left. I no longer can play Oranda, which does suck quite a bit because I do love my Orandas. But what can you do? Goldfish is being stacked up. Let's go for a Goldfish. Let's go for a Soul Star, or what do we want to do? I think retaining that Soul Star is a little bit better. So going for the Clamshell here. The Nemo to heal up, and probably the shield is going to be my way to play this turn. I do have 2 confused in my pile, which never helps, and I will draw them. But my opponent has those bubbles as well. 330 health. I do have some healing on my back lane with the Catfish, with the Rune as well, so we'll see how that one goes. Doesn't really have any shield on him. Should be a smooth sailing from here on out, especially that he's drawing some revenge cards that are not helping him. And let's see what we can make of this. Let's go for the Goldfish first, try to get a card going. And I think using the Koi is going to be the best way to play this. I could go for the Gill as well. I just want to get damage, 150 damage, that's what we are all about. Getting rid of those confused, getting that Soul Star retained as well. And let's see what my opponent can do. He should be getting those Nutcracks in here. 98 damage. That's a lot. That is a lot. Now he's playing the shield, so that makes me think he doesn't have any more cards. And that's exactly what happens. My Axie survives, so I can go for another Goldfish. I can go for a Clamshell. I think that's the way to go about it. And I can go for the Catfish, and in the next round I will be winning this game with a Soul Star. So 2-1 in this challenge so far, on the 1000 SLP down. And let's see what the other 2 challenges can bring to the table, and whether I can lose any more money through this video. I actually lost this game. This is amazing. This is amazing. He got a clutch with that beast. That Fury form, 51 health, enters a Fury form, gets extra energy, plays an imp for a 0 cost. I thought I had this game in the bag. I mean, well done to you. Well done to you. I will send that 1000 SLP right away. I was so cocky and confident I got 2 wins here, but turns the tide with the beast. What can you do? I mean, what can you do? So that will be it for this video. Those that have won the challenge, I sent the money out. And if you enjoyed this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my YouTube channel for daily playtime content, and I will see you in the next one.